Good morning, ladies. This is a normal video today because for some reason my Facebook Live isn't working. I think I need to update my phone. I will do all the system updates today, so Friday we'll be able to go live again. I went live once. That is it. All I've done so far today is our eyebrows. I did them off camera because they take me so long. They're still not perfect, but it took me 45 minutes to get them this way. A practice makes perfect. And of course, I used our palette for the Vicks Cosmetics. It comes with a brush. You get your eyebrow color, the actual highlighting for the brow, and then the wax to help put on the brow. I didn't use the wax today. I just used the coloring. I'll come in a little bit closer so you can see. I've not used any of the highlighting color yet. I want to wait until after I do my eyes so I know where I want to put it. So I'm actually going to leave this right here open like this so that I know. And as promised, our look is based around this lip color. Let me pull it out to show you. This is as a Napa Cabernet. I want to make sure I'm saying it correctly. Napa Cabernet. It is a beautiful, beautiful color. Let me take some off there. So look at that, Napa Cabernet. I'll swatch it on my hand for you. It is so bold, so bright, so vibrant, and it is a gloss. So just so you know, it is a gloss. Off camera, I did use our lip scrub. This is made from peppermint oil, sunflower seed oil, and I can't draw on a blank on the other one. But none of our products have hidden chemicals or parabens in them, which I absolutely love. But I did use our lip scrub off camera to help get my lips ready for the beautiful gloss. And this will have a slight pumping agent in it. So it'll help plump up your lips as well when you're wearing it. So if you get that slight tingle, it's almost exactly like if you're using our lip scrub with the peppermint oil. So basically all you really feel is that peppermint oil. But until we're ready to use it, I'm going to put it back in the box. It's such a beautiful color. Now, I'm going to be mixing palettes today for the eyeshadow because I want it to be kind of more of a reddish brown tone to go with the Napa Cabernet. So we will be using this brown right here. It's kind of a reddish brown. And then this red. And then I'm going to come into my e.l.f. palette. And we're going to use this reddish brown and maybe this pink. So that pink is what we're going to put in our crease. So I'm just going to grab my e.l.f. brush right here. It's got the defining part right there if you want to put it directly, or the fluffy brush. We're going to use the fluffy end. We're going to come in with that pink. Before we do that, I have to set the contour that is in my eyes. So I'll set that down. So I need to get the other brush to set the contour that is in my eyes, because I put not contour, the concealer. So I want to get this light right here so I can set the concealer before I do that. Otherwise it's going to like totally outdo this look. It's going to make it smear. And we don't want that. We don't want it to smear. I've had it smear before. You know what? I haven't put on foundation yet either. We're doing our eyes first. There's my tape. So after I'm done putting this on, I'm going to tape up my eyes and you will see, because I want a semi-winged look with just the eyeshadow. So let's finish putting this on first. And if you want it more defining, you hold it down here. If you want it kind of medium, you put it here. If you want it light, you hold it here. There's a few ways to hold your brush. I always hold roughly about the medium when I'm putting on my base for the eyes. And basically I use this white color for the base. So there is that. Now I'm going to clean off my brush, because we're probably going to use this brush again. Now we can come in with that pink color. I'm going to go ahead and set, actually no, let's, before we do that, let's go ahead and put our tape on. So we got our tape. And I'm not going to go up to the eyebrow this time. I'm doing something a little bit different. Normally you see me go to the eyebrow. My mirror's right here. My mirror right there. So, corner of the eye. And I'm not quite going to my eyebrow. So I want to go out to my hairline. Corner of the eye, out to the hairline. And if I blink a lot, it's because it's like literally right there. So we're going to do the same thing with the other eye. Corner of the eye, out to the hairline. So, corner of the eye, out to the hairline. They got even? Yes, they're even. That's the other thing with this. When you do it, you want to make sure that they're even. That way you're not like, bloop. So, yeah. If that makes sense, make sure it's kind of even when you take it out to your hairline. Now we're going to come in with that pink, and it's on my brush. We're just using this pink right here on the end, and that is what's going to go on the crease. So you want to find your crease. Actually, it's going to go in your crease and a little bit above. Notice I'm not holding my brush up towards the tip because I want it to go out. I want it to blend as I'm doing it. So this is going to be kind of like another base color, your transitional color. So I'm going to pull that up and see how that is just up above my crease. Now I'm going to do that with the other eye so I can make my eyes look the same. Find the crease and go up and around, and once you get the color on there, you can do the circular motions to help blend it out. Don't be afraid of color, because you can always blend. Blending is your friend. You can blend it out. See, that eye was darker than this eye, so I want to put this on a little bit more on this eye. Okay, so there is our pink color. Sorry, gotta scratch my eye. Now, I'm going to come with this, our little red right here. Our red. It's going to show kind of more of a browny maroon. Where's the brush that I want? And get all the cat hair off because cats like to climb on my desk. Now we have our angled brush. It's an angled brush. Now, this is going to seem kind of weird at first, but believe in the process. Trust in the process. It'll work. Ooh, I did not blend that contour very well down here. Now, I keep saying contour. Concealer. There we go. I fixed it. So we're just taking that color. I got that color. It is on the brush. I'm not going to tap off the brush because you kind of want a little bit of it on there. And I'm patting. I went sideways and now I'm patting. And then I'm just going to angle it sideways again. And then I'm kind of blending it out a little bit. I went close. Notice I went close because I want it in a specific area. There we go. Now we're getting the color in that specific area. Trust in the process. I know it's going to look funny for now. We're not blending it out totally because everything will blend in one as we finish up the look. Now we're going to go ahead and do that with this other eye. There we go. It's hard for me to not fully close this eye because I tend to close my other eye. I'm trying to get this eye to match this eye. So it takes me a little bit longer on this eye. Now that we got it on there, notice I moved my hand back on the brush so we're not fully. Now we're just going to go ahead and clean off that brush because we're probably going to use it again. So I'm going to set it down. Now I'm going to come in with that other brown that we said we were going to use right there. And I'm going to put it in my crease, and I'm going to use the other end of the actual really fluffy brush to make sure it gets defined and in there. And I'm taking out of the Vicks palette. These are the Vicks cosmetic colors. So now we're going to find the crease, and we're going to put it in the crease. And yes, you're going to go over both those colors that you just put in there. It is okay. See, look at it. Looks like a mess right now, but when we're done, it'll be just gorgeous, gorgeous. So look at that. Beautiful, but not done. Okay, the tape is just bugging me. Put it on funny there. So now we're going to do the same with this eye. In the crease. And then we're going to carry it over both colors. And now I'm going to hold back and I'm going to do a circular motion. And it's going to help blend it. There we go. You hear my cats. I like to talk to them. They're so fun. I know. I see you. Now we're going to come in with this more maroon color. And I'm going to use the fluffy side of this brush. I've already cleaned it off. So we're going to get that maroon color. And then we're just going to pat it. And as you're patting it on, it's actually going to blend into the other colors because you're patting. And I'm holding it down at the end of the brush and I'm patting. And that's actually helping it blend out and into the other colors as well. And I'm aware that we're putting on quite a few colors. It is okay. Don't be afraid of color. Never be afraid of color. That is one thing that I have learned with doing makeup. Never be afraid of color. Okay, so now we're going to set that down. I'm going to come in with my straight brush. It's just a flat straight brush. This one actually says it's for eyeliner. I'm going to put this away so we're done with the e.l.f. palette. So I'm just going to set that to the side. We're coming back to the Vicks Cosmetic palette. Vicks Cosmetic. And then we're going to come in with the blue. Trust the process. We're going to come in with that blue. That's going to kind of be the eyeliner. If you want to put it that way. Let me get the cat hair off my brush first. I don't want to put cat hair in my eye. There we go. And with this blue, a little goes a long way. So now I'm just going to go along the top of my eyelashes. See, look at that. A little goes a long way. I barely put any on. And I'm making sure it's perfect to where I want it. Now I'm going to go do the same with the other eye. I'm barely patting any on. See how pigmented it is? It ended up darker, and then you go light as you go out. So you start darker at the inner corner and you go lighter as you go out. That's what I did here too. Darker at the inner corner, lighter as you go out. So now I'm just going to carefully peel that off. Look at that. Look at that. So beautiful. And don't worry that you can see my skin color now. We will fix that with the concealer again. That's still on our blendy. Don't want you guys to see the inner part of my eye. That's a little gross. But look at that. So beautiful. I'm just going to follow that line. There we go. Follow that line. Look at that. So beautiful. We're going to clean that off now because we don't want that blue. We're going to actually put that reddish color down below. But before I do that, my eyes water when I take the tape off, so I gotta make sure they're not watering. So now we're gonna come with that red. Now that we've cleaned the blue off this brush, the red, see the red, we're just gonna lightly put it on our brush, the same flat brush that I just cleaned it off. And we're gonna put it on the tip, and we're gonna tap off the extra. And then you're gonna come and you're gonna line the underneath. Look at that. I tend to go only about a little over halfway. I don't actually go all the way to the inside of my eye. That's what I do. So look at that eye. Look at how beautiful. This one actually ended up better than this one. I have to conceal a little bit right there. So I'm actually going to go ahead and do that. What brush? Where'd my concealer brush go? I don't have my glasses on, so I can't really see. But we don't want to lose our flat brush either. Oh, I set it off over here to the side. Set it off right here. So get some of the concealer there. Now, I'm just going to clean up just so gently. And then I'm not dragging, I'm patting. I'm patting with my finger. See that? I just fixed that. A little bit of concealer helps fix up any mistakes. So now we're going to get that red on the brush again. I'm just patting it into the red. I'm not actually dragging it. I'm just going like this, patting it. So now that it's on the brush, I'm going to tap it off again because a little goes a long way with Vicks Cosmetics. And we're just going to take you underneath like we did with the other one. Gotta kind of make them match. So there is our eyes. Not completely done. We're not going to put on mascara quite yet because we still need to do foundation. What we're going to do for foundation is our BB cream, because I want to show you guys what our BB cream is like. It is a wonderful. I've used it a few times now. So I'm going to use our BB cream. I'm trying to only use this is what I've been keeping it in. Trying to use only Vicks cosmetic products. Oh, we are not done with the eyes yet. I still got to do that little highlighting up there. But I'm going to wait until after I put on the BB cream and a little bit of the foundation. 1 pump, 2 pump. I always do more of our BB cream than I do foundation. So there's our BB cream. It is Vicks Cosmetics BB cream. There's the color of it. It is a light color, but trust me, once I mix it with my foundation, which I just use e.l.f. in Snow White, it ends up being like the perfect shade for me for summer, because that one's just a little bit lighter than our BB cream. Our BB cream is just a little bit too dark for me, and I got the lightest one, so that's why I mix them. This is just my foundation brush. Once I get it on with the brush, I mix them up first, but once I get it on with the brush, then I then I come in with my blender and I blend it out. But I'm not gonna have you guys sit and watch me be all simple and easy right here. I'm gonna pause you, and then when I come back, I will have this on, and then I will show you how I do the powder and the cheek palette, the beautiful cheek palette. So I will be right back. Hello ladies, I have actually done around my eyes like I said I was going to. Now I'm back, and now we're just still putting it on. You notice it is a little dark right now. We haven't done the blender brush to help blend it out. We're still just putting it on. So I'm just going to keep putting it on, because it's such a pain for me to do that around my eyes. Now we're just going to keep putting it on. Makes me want to do that. Just keep swimming. So, and it always ends up looking too dark, but trust me, once I get it on and then I do the blender brush over it, plus I'm putting a little on and then I'm spreading it around. I'm not actually just gonna leave it like it is. And you notice my redness on this cheek is now gone. I love it. And I went into another video because it cut me. So I'm going to have to copy and paste this one. You hear my son in the background. You can put it over your lips too if you really want to help bring out that color. But this is such a dark, vibrant color on its own that I'm not really too worried about it. You notice how I brought it down so see it blends in with my shoulder. This is actually my color for the summer. So I always mix fresh when I do it, but then I end up rarely using all of what I have, so I end up blending and mixing. But I do it the same way each time, so it's always giving me the same color. And when you're putting it on, don't angle your brush sideways. You want to put it straight flat. And you notice with the brush, it's actually helped put it on smooth. I need to fix the blue over here because I deleted it a little bit. Because see, I got the blue over here, but not over here. But that's okay. We will fix that. And then I like to just make sure it's blended good down on my neck as well, because I concentrate on my face a lot. That I don't concentrate on my neck. But we are good and on the neck and the face, so we have that on. We are good. Please bear with me. I woke up with a kind of runny nose this morning, and I'll leave this off to the side just in case I need it again. I have not finished up with my eyes yet. I still have both those open. Okay, my flat brush. Where'd my flat brush go? I'm blind without my glasses, so if I say where'd this go, that is why. We're going to get that blue, just tap it lightly, and we're just going to come and fix that line. because I deleted it a little bit. There we go. We're gonna fix that line. There we go. So we fixed it. Pardon me. Pardon me. Pardon me. Okay, we fixed it. So now we're going to clean the blue off that brush because we don't need the blue no more. That's what I'm doing. I have a cleansing cloth sitting down here that's just damp. That's what I'm using to clean my brushes off with. But I do clean my brushes. When I clean my brushes, I use the elf cleaner. So don't worry, they do get cleaned. Okay, now we're going to come in with our blender and our setting spray. Put setting spray on it. And then we're just going to come and we're just going to make sure our lines, like up in our hairline, are good. And we're going to blend it out. This actually helps right through here too. If you aren't too sure with your brush how to get in through there, you can carry it down in through there, which I've already done. And yes, I'm kind of all over when I put the foundation and the blender brush and the blender, putting them all together. And see, there, now your foundation is perfect. We're gonna set it, let it dry. Trust the process, let it dry. If you don't have setting spray, you can skip this step. I did this on Saturday when I put a face on. Well, I didn't go all out like this, but I did do it on Saturday. I hit my eyebrow. There we go. I fixed my eyebrow. Now I gotta fix my mirror because my mirror went down. There we go. So there's that. Now that is dry. Now we got our powder. This right here is just a CoverGirl powder because we don't carry powders in Big Cosmetics. I'm just going to get my little pink brush. This is an all-round face brush. I'm going to get some on there. You see, some is on there. Now this is where the lid comes in handy. The lid. Now I'm going to set it down. And I'm going to pat most of it off. And yes, you're patting most of it off. This is what you're going to use to put it on your face. So now that we pat most of it off, now we're just going to go and we're going to dab it in everywhere. And if the dabbing don't work for you, I actually come back and I do circular motions because I don't like just dabbing. But this helps to mattify and make it to, well, not mattify. It helps make it to where you're not quite so shiny. Because otherwise, with our BB cream, because it has sunscreen in it, it makes you look really shiny. So, I just don't like how it makes me look shiny. So I've always put on the powder, and then when I come down here, I just blend it down my neck. And notice we have not messed up our eyes once. So how wonderful is that? Now I'm just going to do a circular motion, get that blended evenly. And if you go over your eyebrows, it's okay. This stuff is like just lightly colored. It's not meant to be used as a foundation. Although sometimes I do use it as a foundation. Because there are days where I don't want to go through this whole process of putting everything on. And so I just kind of use just the powder and then just do my eyes. And then, of course, carry it down your neck. And then you come up and you blend it out. And even though I have my hair up in a headband as well as back so that I can see my face, I still got these little baby hairs. It's okay. It is okay. Now we are done with this. This we are done with. So you see, I'll come a little bit closer now. It made it to where it's not quite near as shiny. But when I'm done, again, I will I will use the setting spray again to make sure it's all set in and locked in and just beautiful. Now I'm going to come in with that light color for the eyebrow to highlight underneath the brow. And for that, I'm going to clean off this little brush. I'm not going to use the brush that came in the palette, but you can. I'm going to use a little fluffy brush because there again, it's also like a highlighter. And so you want to just highlight underneath your brow. And it actually helps that color for your eyeshadow come pop out more. So you see that it actually helped pop it out more. So there is that. So that eye is done minus the mascara. Our mascara is coming soon. I have it on hand. I mean, I'm going to put it on soon. So there is that. I love how this just kind of brings out the finished eye look. Look at how beautiful that is now. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, before we do the lips, so that I don't say, ew, I don't like this, because last time I did this, I kind of did the, ew, I don't like this, I don't like it, I don't like it. Because before I put on the mascara, I'm going to come in with our cheek palette, and I'm going to do my cheeks and try to do a little bit of contouring. It may not work properly. Just bear with me. It's maybe my second time doing it. Yes, you heard me correctly. A second time doing it. So we shall see. But that was our brow palette. So we've just finished with the brow palette. I told you we'd come back to it. We just did it. So the brow palette. I absolutely love the brow palette. And I don't like doing my brows, but I did my brow palette. Now, here's our cheek palette. How beautiful is that? We have our bronzer, we have our highlighter, and we have our blush. Beautiful colors. So I'm going to put down this brush because we don't need that one. Now, the brush that we're going to use is an angled brush. You see this? It is angled. It is actually called a bronzing brush. It even says bronzing brush. So it is angled. It's angled for a reason because your cheeks are rounded and you go up. So we're going to start with our bronzer. I'm going to barely tap it and put any on here if I can get it going. Barely tap it, put any on here. It's on there. So I'm going to tap it off into the... So here we go. You want to find the hollow of your cheek. Mine are kind of swollen, so I'm going to go from about the center of my ear to about halfway. So it'd be about right there. And yes, we're just putting it on as a line for now. Trust the process. So there is our color. Trust the process. I know it's scary. Believe me, I have chills going down right now. I know it's scary. And we still have a little bit on our brush. Notice I don't bring it all the way down to my lips. I'm going to put a little bit on my brush. I don't bring it all the way down to your lips. But trust the process. Okay, this side's a little bit darker, so I need to do a little bit more on this side. So now we still have some on here. We're just going to come up here, and I'm just going to go along my hairline. Let's hold the hair up because I have little fine baby hairs. And I'm blending out the top as I'm putting it on the top. Once you get it on, you can actually do circular motions as well to help blend it down. Okay, so there is our bronzer up top. You can see that it's kind of up top and it looks pretty good. See these little baby hairs? They drive me nuts. So now we're going to come down here to this one and we're going to blend it down and out. Well, we're doing circular motions. We're not actually blending it down and out. We're doing circular motions. But we are blending it out. See, look at that. And then you can carry it up. Because when I look in here, I can see that there's a line. We don't want an actual line. And so I'm going to carry it up a little bit. Look at that. Look at that. That is beautiful. Now we're going to try to attempt to do the same with this side. We're going to just blend it out. Out and down and up. If you think you need a little bit more, go ahead and put more on. So look at that. Look at that color. And you can keep blending. Don't be afraid to blend. Blending is your friend. So you can keep blending. This side always looks darker than this side because this side is more, the light's coming this way. But so I use both my mirror and my phone to actually help make this perfect. Now, a little bit down below your jawline. And there again, circular motions to blend it out. At least that's what I do. So there's our bronzer. It looks beautiful. So now I'm going to come in. I'm going to clean that off. Clean it off, clean it off, clean it off. My dog is growling at the neighbors as they're walking by. Now, we just use this. We're going to come in with the pink and put it just above. You will see how beautiful this makes it look. And a little goes a long way. You can tap it off. Find your cheek. Look at that coloring. It brings that bronzer up just the slightest notch. So if you want to do the pink everywhere like you did with the bronzer, you can do that. It is okay. It is highly okay to do that. Now I'm going to do the same with the other cheek. I want a little bit more pink. So I'm going to put it pinky. But look at that coloring, ladies. Look at that. Between the bronzer and the blush, it is just so beautiful. And then, of course, I'm going to bring it up just a little bit. We haven't used the highlighter out of the palette yet either. So just wait until we use the highlighter out of the palette. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit down through here. I'm just using with what's left on the brush. I'm not going to re-dip it. It just makes it to where your face is a little bit more not so definite and contoured. So we're going to clean that off. So that brush is good. We're good with that brush. Now I'm going to find, I don't want to use that one. I used that one last time. This is an actual face brush. When I'm done, I actually go over my whole face with it. You will see it actually helps bring everything together. I don't put anything on it, but I wanted to highlight. I want the fluffy brush, the big fluffy brush. Well, it's not big. This is actually the blending eye brush. That's what I use to put on the highlighter. So now I'm going to get the highlighter. And it is on the brush. And then we're just going to highlight. Blend out with your finger. Don't be afraid of it. I love this highlighter color. Look at that. It's just perfect. It's ever so light, but just there. Yep. Forgot that I put it on that finger. That's okay, because you can blend it out. So look at that highlighting. Beautiful. So now we're going to go do the same with the other side. Just above where you put your cheeks. Your blush. And then you can blend it out. Do it the same way I did that one. And then of course I bring it up just a smidge. I brought it up just a smidge. Because you're actually tapping it out with your finger. That's all I'm doing. I'm not actually rubbing it. I'm tapping it out with my finger. So there is our highlight. And I think I want a little bit going down my nose. And then I'm going to put a little bit more right here underneath the eyebrow. It helps just bring out that eyebrow palette color. And it makes your eyes a little bit more beautiful. And we're going to stamp the inner corner. So there we go. Contouring is done. So there is that. Now, what we have left are our lips and our mascara. Let's do lips first. I don't know why I closed that, because I can use that mirror for the lips. So I just opened it back up. I'm going to put you over there. Napa Cabernet. Napa Cabernet, it's a beautiful color. I love it. So bold, so bright, so vibrant. It is a gloss. Like with all of our lip colors, a little goes a long way. So I'm cleaning off the excess. And now I'm going to come in. Just create my X. I'm not putting on any lip liner today, because this color does beautiful by itself. Oh, it's so tickles. It's almost like you're creating a little bird. So that's how I do that. I'm not sure if you can see. I do create a little bird. It's actually my X, but the one tip is so rounded that it looks like a bird. And then I'm going to just follow the natural line of my lip. Try not to go out of my lip. You guys probably didn't see that. I went, and I touched my lips together. It actually helps me, because you see it kind of helps line the bottom lip. And if you notice, I have not re-dipped the wand. Not once. I get kind of quiet when I do my lips, because I try to make sure that they're like just perfect. And you see, I went a little bit outside of my lip. That is an easy fix. You take a tiny bit of concealer. Just the tiniest bit. I barely have any on my hand. And then you get the brush that you use for concealer, which is, for me, I use this brush and another brush. So I'm going to get it right there. And I'm just going to kind of and then I don't use this other brush. This is an actual lip brush. And then you just kind of blend it out. And then I'm going to fix my lips a little bit more. And of course I'm going to wipe off excess, because a little goes a long way. So there is our lips for today. Mwah. Do you want a kiss? Lips, beautiful. Slight tingling from the pumping agent, but there again, it's just like putting peppermint oil on your lips. Beautiful. I'm loving this color. Look at how bright, bold, and vibrant. Ooh, so beautiful. Now, our mascara. We are not going light with our mascara today. We are not going light. So what does that mean? I've been showing you lately how you can put it on as light as can be. We're not going light today. No, no, no. Make sure I don't got any on my lips, on my teeth. We are not going light with our mascara today. So now we are going to come in with our mascara. We're going to come in with our mascara. For some reason, I hit the limit on my phone. So it's like, hey, you can't do anything anymore. But we're going to come in with our mascara before it does it again. And then I will just go into my editing and I'll put the videos together. So, we're going to clean off our wand any excess because it does have fibers. We do have fibers, and we have this round brush. It is designed to grab the lashes. Now this is where it gets kind of fun for me because I'm blind, and I'm going to do it this way to hopefully make it a little better. Normally I go into my lighted mirror, but I'm going to do it this way to see if it actually works a little better. I'm going to set that down. I'm not going to re-dip, so watch. And I'm blinking into it. Look at that. I blinked into it. And then, of course, I always blink a little bit too much, so I put some underneath. The concealer that's on my hand, we will use that in a few minutes. So there is that. But you see, I blinked into it, so now my mascara is like just perfect. And if you think you're getting clumpy, one of these is good to have, so you can clean and brush your eyelashes. So there we go. There is the eye. Look at how beautiful. I'm going to let that actually soak. I'm going to let that dry, not soak. I'm going to fix this section right here just a smidge. So we're going to let that dry. And as you blink, you notice as I'm blinking, it's putting it on the bottom lashes. I may decide to go in and touch that up. I may not. I may just leave it as it is. And you notice that the mascara does not clump. That is actually a wonderful aspect of the Vicks mascara. And it is a wet mascara, so it's easy to transfer down below. That's why I tend to leave a little bit extra concealer down here. And then I'll come in with a little bit of the powder sometimes and actually touch up underneath my eyes. And I don't go all the way down to the tip where my eyelashes meet my eyelid. To me, I just can't do that because it makes my eyes itch and water even more if I do. And I'm still not re-dipped. Look at that. My eyelashes are perfect on both sides, and I've still not re-dipped. So, what mascara can you say can do that? I'm just putting a little bit on the bottom. Sorry, I'm twitching because my cat is underneath me. At least one of them was until I twitched. Tickling my feet. So beautiful mascara. You notice it don't clump. I love that. And then I think we are about done. There we go. I like to try to get it perfect. And there's really no perfect when it comes to mascara. And I'm still going off of the same one. I've not redipped it all. Not at all. But now we are done with the mascara. This is our finished look for today. Look at how beautiful. Granted, you don't always need makeup. You don't always have to put it on as bold and vibrant as I did today. But I did. And you know what? I kind of like it.